would you look at here? Hold on, let me get this. This is gonna be a very serious. There's no intro to this video. It's gonna be raw. Now, what you guys are seeing on the screen right now is video back in 2018. This was the first time I've actually shown a weight loss anything on my channel. It was about me showing this post that I had on Facebook, and what happened was I was in a workout session and I damn near, I don't think it's blacked out, I almost whited it out. I feel like it was. You can read that if you want to, or you can watch the video if you want to. It's an old video. It has like 50 views. It's old. When I first actually started doing keto and I lost some weight. Now why I call it the weight loss journey is because it takes a long time to really get into that whole mood, that whole aspect. And when in this video here, if you skim to the end, which I'm going to do, oh my god, it's skimming through a video, you horrible person. You can even see here a little bit differences. I don't know, looking at my cheeks, like, I'm actually still relatively a big guy here. I was recording in a different room where I had the green screen behind me and stuff like that. So eventually near the end, because you know you got to sucker them in, this is when 10 minutes, now it's 8 minutes if you want to BS people. Now you got to, you know, before it was 10, so you got to, you know, you had to BS it. I'm just kidding. But here I actually showcase a few of my weight loss pictures. So here is like me. This is in 2016 in May. So this is, people don't know, like May is like the month for some reason. I don't know why. It's just May is the month. So this is a really big picture. Look how big I am, dude. That's actually a regular shirt. That's supposed to be a regular shirt, but I was just a really big guy, and I've always been a big guy. At one time I was a somewhat small guy, but unfortunately I was gaining. And then this was the weight loss. So this was me at about 260, about 267, I think I say at the end of the video. So this is just gonna go through other pictures where I was kind of a big guy, and then eventually you'll see me when I was a little bit smaller. So, and there you go, big guy. And then there's like a joke at the end, and then it just says that, I think that, hold on, skip. No, oh, that's my old outro. All right, I have it muted so because I want to put music. So 267, right? So I was really excited about this, really excited about being 267 in July 3rd, 2018. So you guys can obviously do some mathematicals, and now it is it is clearly 3 years later, almost 3 years later from that date, right? Because July is no, June is first, right? I get these mixed up all the time. I think it is June. Yeah, June is first and then July. So I got 2 months from this, for pretty much, not 2 months, like a month and a couple days until I can match this video, right? So that should be fun to do, right? But obviously the reason why I'm even bringing this up is because from this point I have pictures, I think, let me just double check when they were from, because this terrible program. So I have pictures from December 24th, so the day before Christmas Eve, and I weighed 296. So from this point here, I gained 25 pounds, if I'm doing it. Yeah, 25 pounds from this point. I was really excited, really ecstatic. I gained 25 pounds, 7th month, right? So 5 months, 25. So I gained like almost 5 pounds a month or something like that. So, and that was 2018, right? And what I do on my phone, and you guys aren't going to be able to see it, is that I like to take pictures every month. So I was tracking it. So that's one thing. I want to also give a few tips about like how you can like keep yourself accountable. And that's one thing. I used to hate taking pictures. Yeah, January and yeah, February 2nd. I'm going to show you guys that as well. February 2nd, I was pretty big. Starting off that year, February 2nd, that was my mother's birthday. I decided to start taking pictures every single month, and it was a little bit crazy. All right, so it's gonna be popped up on the screen. So February, I started doing that. So that's next year. So this year, February, and I tried. Oh no, I skipped a couple months. So now again in May, and then in May 1st, I was 289 pounds in May. So even from this point, and we're like sitting there, where was I in July? Okay, so no, this is June. I took a couple pictures in June. I'm not gonna show each picture because it's kind of irrelevant. Okay, see, I got discouraged and I stopped taking pictures. So the last one I had was in June. I was 282 in June of last year. So, oh, not last year, sorry, 2019. 2019 was still kind of big and did not want to take any pictures. And then January 1st of last year, so this is actually last year, I was 296. So as you can see, I just kept fluctuating back and forth, 296. I'm not gonna show pictures of that, it's kind of pointless. February 1st, 296, February 1st. Just scrolling down, keep going. And obviously this is around when COVID started hitting, right? So COVID started hitting in May 17th of last year. So this is very close to a year ago. Sorry. So 291. I started to really start working out because of COVID. I would go out to the track and stuff like that. And I would also work out at work. I would like run inside my workplace because there was nothing to do. We were just there to be there. So yeah, July, see, still 290, still 280, 290s, 280s, 290s, 280s, 290s, bouncing back and forth. So when this is, yeah, so August, and I remember I got down to 286 and I was ecstatic because technically I was so close to 300. I was so hyped up. I thought that I was really doing amazing at that point. Well, not to say that I wasn't, but now this is 281 August, and still pretty up there, right? So I'm not, pretty much what I'm trying to say is that I'm not back to where I was 2 years ago from that point. So I lost the weight and then I pretty much gained it back. Now I know this was like a long detailed thing, but I wanted to pretty much, where is it? I want to see where the beginning of this year started. What did we start? So yes, January 1st of this year. So let me show you guys. Okay, I can't show that picture, that's a little too naughty. I showed a little bit too much lower, so maybe I can say a February. Okay, February. Actually, no. So January, I have one picture. No, I'm not gonna show it. It just might be deemed a little bit inappropriate. But it's January 1st, I was 289, and I said from that point I was actually gonna stay on top of my shit. So after that, I started going to the gym. I started finding the workout channel Ashton Hall Official. Actually, I found his Instagram first, and I was doing his workouts in the gym, and then I found his YouTube channel, which I am going to link in this video because I think it's very important that you guys definitely, if you guys looking to lose weight and you just need no equipment, that was really big for me. I hated going to the gym, and I knew that cardio wasn't the only thing you needed to do. I really wanted to work out, but I hated using weights, and I hated when the machine that you mentally set your mind on for that day, right? You were mentally set to go on there. I'm gonna do this machine, or I'm gonna go do these, and then it's taken. And then I would just get discouraged, like screw it, I'll just do something else or something. So I was really looking for a person that was doing workouts that were literally had nothing to do with equipment, that I can go over to the side, which is always room on that in my gym. There's always room, there's always time. And especially, let's say if I can't make it to the gym, I was making those excuses. Like I would BS at home for so long, and then I literally just would not do anything because it's like, oh, I don't have any time. I have 30 minutes. I have like an hour, right? Even close, I have like an hour, I have 2 hours. If I go all the way to the gym, I can't do a full good workout, and then I'll have to come back, and then it wasn't working out. So I started to push myself, and that's where I found Ashton Hall Official, and I swear I get a lot of people to watch his videos. Really good stuff. If you guys want, I'll even record myself doing one of his videos or something like that. So now we actually hear, oh, that's actually awesome. So April 1st, so last month on the 1st, I actually weighed 267 again. I actually didn't know that this was the correlation, but that's really cool. So let me actually put these in. So this is where I weigh. So what's cool is to see those 267 from there where I only was doing keto versus 267 when I was doing I still do keto. I lower my carbs as much as I can. Oh, that's my other video. I lower my carbs as much as I can, but on top of that, I also now do the HIIT workouts. So now April is over, and now here we are in May. It's the end of May, but in the end, near the end of May, I lost another 10. Beginning of May, I lost another 10 pounds. So we're sitting at 257, so 10 pounds below where I was 2 years ago. But I wanted to share what I look like and the difference between that. So that's going to be on the screen as well. So what did it take? What was the snap that I can do this video and I can tell you that I'm in a completely different mindset. The thing what I did 2 years ago was 3 years ago. The thing that I was thinking about then was just all I have to do is eat like this and I'm fine. Now it's more of I'm trying to tackle a lot of different things. One of the first things that I did was go through my Instagram account, like Twitter or anything like that, and I just started deleting all these voluptuous women that weren't doing anything specifically. If they were just looking good, I just had to cut them out. I needed to get away from that aspect of that whole thing of just really glorifying the women. The reason, not to say like they're doing something specifically bad, but they're doing something specifically bad to me. I would waste a lot of time. That's why you see a lot of things on the internet about semen retention, no faps and stuff like that. Now, I'm not exactly saying that you shouldn't do that, like that's completely up to you, but I do think that the one correlation that they all tie into is wasting time. And I do think that there's a big aspect of reserving time for things that you want to do, and instead of wasting on something that's not benefiting you in that way. So that was one of the first things. So I wanted to limit my social media interaction, but more specifically I wanted to make sure that I'm not looking at that. So when I said I don't want to just throw a bunch of stuff out, I wanted to replace it. So that's when I started to replace it with workout stuff. I always wanted to be in shape. As you guys can see, I've always, and even years before, literally 2016, so that's 5 years ago, and then even before that, trust me, I've been trying to lose weight for a while. So I wanted to start looking that stuff up, and that's how I found Ashton Hall Official on Instagram, because I was like, okay, that guy's workouts, I like them, I can do them. They're not that crazy, or even if they are crazy, I can work myself up to it. So I started doing that, and that is what kind of got me to where I'm at right now. And I was like, yo, these results are crazy. I'm doing these workouts. Some of them are 20 minutes, some of them are 30 minutes, some of them are 40 minutes and 50 minutes. Like some of them are longer. And then, but once you start to reconstruct your time, you realize that I realized that I always had time to do it. Whether I did it in the backyard, whether I did it in the kitchen, whether I did it in the gym, whether I did it at the track, it didn't matter. I would always do it. And then how I correlate that to other people is that it is similar to brushing your teeth. If you're really if you want something to be in your mental, it's the same like that. I think about, what do? I gotta work out a little bit, or rest my body. I think that's the same as working out. Let's say if I've been working out too many days in a row, I need to rest my body and then brush my teeth, shower, stuff like that. Like it's all within that same thing because it's important. And I also started cooking. I've been cooking the same stuff. I just bake burgers most of the time. Like I said, I still do like keto. Even in this video, I was talking about that I would get Wendy's all the time, and I would just get Wendy's and I would just remove the buns. But the thing about that is that obviously I don't know what's really in Wendy's. I don't know. I mean, they have the nutritional facts, but I wanted to just start making my own stuff. So I would actually cook my own burgers. And then when I went out to eat, I was always mindful of how many carbs I was eating. But now what's the best part is that when you're doing workouts that are burning so much calories, your carb intake can be slightly higher because, you know, you're gonna burn some of it. And it's not as much as before when I had to be very, very strict. But I definitely want to give a big shout out to Ashton Hall Official. I know I mentioned his name a couple times, but I really, really wanted to showcase that, and I probably will tag him in some way, because without that, I don't think I would have got this far. I did try a couple other people's, especially in the January timeframe, January, February. I did try a couple of other different workouts like that, but his were the ones that I liked the most, the ones that I stuck with. And then I made it my personal vendetta to literally only use his workouts and really showcase that his workouts will get you to where you want to go. Of course, dieting is still a thing. You can't eat whatever you want and expect the same results, but at least that you have a solid 20-30 minute workout. And then now I'm at the point where I do one of his workouts, like one of his main workouts, and then 10 or 20 minute abs after that. So I technically do 2 of his workouts almost a day. And then on top of that, sometimes my next level, which I want to do to get in shape, especially now I know that this July 3rd will be my next goal date, is that I want to do something with weights to build muscle, and then do a hit workout, and then do abs after that, and then start to slowly add more onto it. And then also that will allow me to be more flexible in what I eat, and then it just makes me a more happier person. And I hope it makes you happier. So if you guys have any questions or concerns, anything like that, of course, YFOs in the comment section below. Let me know how you feel when it comes down to the whole aspect of the weight loss and stuff like that. And like I said, if you guys want, if this video gets a decent amount of likes or whatever like that, I will 100% do a full workout. I'll ask someone to record me and I'll do one of his workouts. Especially I'll find one of my favorite ones and I'll do it. And because they're really fun to do. They are fun. You'll see me get tired. I take some breaks. You know, you just get it done. You don't have to sit there and do everything perfect, especially if you're at a lower fitness level. I always felt like I was at about a medium fitness level, and then I feel like I'm much better now. I have bad legs, and now my legs aren't as bad. My core is much stronger. I can tell you that for a fact. There's stuff that I couldn't do in January that I can do now. There's sometimes I would go back to a workout that I did in January, February, March, and I would do it now, and it's crazy how I'm able to hold myself up, hold my body up, do push-ups, do burpees, stuff like that, and I can do them now in comparison to when I couldn't before. That's really what I wanted to showcase, and now I have to go off to a wedding, and that was another inspiration, because when I wanted to see my friend in his wedding, I didn't want to come back as the same big guy. I'm still a big guy, and one of the things that I'm gonna do for you guys is that I'm actually gonna stand up. I'm going to take off this shirt, my manifest it shirt, and I'll show you guys live what I look like. So it won't even be as cut up as what I showed in the May 1st picture, because this is days later. This is me eating. This is usually when I know I'm going to take the picture, because I do it in the beginning of the month, I'm going to, like, the last 2 or 3 days, I'm going to like slim out. I'm not going to eat as heavy, so I can get a really clean cut picture. I do that on purpose so I can see, like, oh baby, let's keep that up. And then, you know, you don't I hope you guys know what I'm saying. I'm doing it so when I take the picture, I know for a fact that it's kind of like UFC fighters do the same thing. For the weigh-in, you want to be at that weight, but once the weigh-in is gone, you want to eat a little bit more because you've been, you know, stringing yourself out. Not too crazy, especially for me. I'm not a fighter, but you know, then I want to reward myself, like I would eat a box of Pop-Tarts whenever I hit a weight loss goal, because, you know, you have to treat yourself for actually doing good. But I think that I am in the mental state now is that I eat what I want when I want it, but I always eat what I need. I always eat what I need. I don't eat what I want all the time, but I always eat what I need. There's a really big difference between that. And that's why when people, and including myself, would eat out all the time or eat not what their diet is, or whatever the diet is supposed to be, is because you're so focused on eating what you want instead of providing your body with what you need. It's a completely different mindset. But without further ado, let me get up so you guys can see, because there's some things I want to point out that I think a lot of people don't really know. So let me get up. Right? So one thing that I learned, I don't know if you guys can still hear me, is that the arms are actually something that gets toned way more often or quicker than your actual stomach will. Your stomach always wants to protect the organs. So when you're losing weight, make sure that you look at your arms, your upper, like all here. I would show my legs, but I don't want to risk anything like that. So always try to check the arms in the sense. So I want you guys to pay attention up here as well. I gotta bend down, get down on my knees, right? So you guys can see, wait. So you guys can see, like, upper, like here, like this, are way more toned than in other pictures, which I had never paid attention to that, because I didn't know that until a couple months, that, you know, you should be looking here, look for definition here, look in the arms. That's why you see me flex a lot, because it's actually, you can see, so there is progress, but don't always look in your stomach, especially depending on when you ate. So I haven't eaten yet, so if I were to weigh myself right now, I'd probably still be around 257. I don't think I've lost any weight. I haven't really tried to do that. You can still see that there's fat, right? The 250 is still pretty big, or not pretty big, but for most people. So as you can see how thinned out I was, right? This is water, some fruits, burgers in me. But if I want to cut down, I'll have to eat like a lot more cleaner or something of that nature. It's something that I have to sit there and do. But this month I was really more relaxing on what I was eating, because I know I'm going to a wedding, and then after the wedding, the next month, June, I'm gonna come down. So next month my goal is to hit 247, come down another 10 pounds. In July, that would be good. That means I'm 20 pounds less than what I was 3 years ago. and keep going until I sculpt my body that way. Anywho, I feel like this video has been going on for too long. I'm now shirtless, but hopefully you guys have found some inspiration into that. But I definitely like the way I look. I look way different. I love the way, you know, clothing fits me and stuff like that. But it's still a work in progress, and there's nothing wrong with being a work in progress. Just because you're a work in progress does not mean you're not making any progress. I got my program. I know what to do, and once you get that and you just make it a habit, it's over. You can accomplish pretty much anything without, you know, without unreasonable, or should I say, without something really crazy deterring you. But most of the thing that we need in our life are stuff that we ourselves can get for ourselves. I'm really big in it. That's where manifesting even comes from, is that you have the power. We were given the power, the ability to do for ourselves and do a lot of things. Just we have to actually go out and do it. Go above and beyond and really get yourself to where you want to be. You want to be a musician, you want to be a content creator, you want to be the top of your company or something like that. It's in there. It's in there. You gotta think, someone built the house. Someone built the road, someone built all these systems, so you're able to do it. So losing weight is just, if it's something that's just on your docket, then just do it. You know, just start getting into it. It's never too late. As you can see, I was doing it, stopped, did it again, stopped, did it again, multiple different times, and I'm gonna make it. I'm not gonna say I hope. I'm just gonna make that was the last time that I started over. I'm tired of starting over, so now I'm just doing it. So hopefully you do it. Hit that like, comment, and subscribe button, and yes, I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.